Super.
So, hi Barbie.
Hi Ken, how are you
good,
today? So, there's my Ken. So thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be here with you today. First of all, I want to manage expectations because we are not here to talk about Barbie the movie. I know they really did a great marketing campaign. I wish, but I'm sorry to say that no, we won't. Yes, that it's sad faces. But we are here to talk about something even better, which is how Mattel reinvented Barbie to become the global icon that Barbie is today. And do you know what? PR was crucial for this. As I think it was Paul talking about how important is the public relations and the communications. And here is one of the campaigns that you can see that, yes, it is. It totally changed a brand. When we started working for Mattel 8 years ago, I can tell you that the situation was very, very different. The situation, in fact, was, I could say, quite negative. There wasn't the hype. Now you see, can you show your socks? You can see that everyone is wearing, Barbie everywhere and t-shirts, and all the brands want to get related to the brand. But it's been a very long journey for us, 8 years working for the success of today. Because I have to say, when we started, understanding the context for us was very, very important. So we did a research to understand the sentiment. We talked to our journalists, we did our own research, and we saw this very, very bad coverage. There was hate towards Barbie. So everywhere, online, in the media, absolutely everywhere, social media conversations were not nice. Here you can see them translated into English, the dark side of Barbie. Do you act dumb to be liked? That's Barbie. And everything was like that. Journalists didn't want to publish nothing positive about Barbie. It was very difficult for us, to get into the conversation of Barbie. Not only that, it wasn't just the press. We saw that girls were not into dolls anymore. Oof! And don't ask about Barbie. They were not going to buy a Barbie. And not only the girls. Moms. Moms felt literally uninspired about Barbie. So we said, ooh, how nice account. Let's start working. So you can imagine why we feel today, so grateful, of the great travel that working together with Mattel has been. So yes, urgent action was needed. We needed to act. Mattel needed to act. They needed two things. Or just forget about Barbie and launch an extraordinary new brand. Or why not? Reinvent themselves. Or even better, they didn't need to reinvent themselves. Because if we think about the beginnings of Barbie, everything was about inspiring. And everything was about, making feel the girls that they could do whatever they want. They could be astronauts. They could be doctors. We're talking about 1959. So that's what they did. They knew that this girl was really powerful. And they had a great story. The only thing we need to do, connect again with that story. And here it comes. We have been talking about the importance of, big global strategies. Of course. But the most important thing is to make it local, to make it locally relevant. That is the key of success, because you cannot have an American company talking to a Spaniard. Do you know what are the needs of the girls, of the boys, of the journalists, of the moms, of the opinion leaders? So it's very, very important to make sure that you make it relevant in the market. So yes, of course, and he's going to talk more about what we did, but of course, The story, the global story was great. The global strategy was great. But the key of the success of Mattel was making sure that they made it locally relevant. Understand girls, boys, moms, dads, parents. And for us, getting into the opinion leaders, getting back their trust and their confidence in the brand. Again, because it was not only about changing the perception, but it was about making relevant. I do like. I'm going to, go to the shop and buy a Barbie for my girl, boy, because I know, it's a brand that I admire. So this is what we did to make it locally relevant.
Okay, thank you, Diana. So we started working in 4 communications pillars. First one was empowerment. Empowerment meaning the inspire of girls and children in general. Second one was diversity. This is a very important term because we are talking about embracing the difference, embracing the inclusion. Third one was benefits of doll play, highlighting the benefits of playing with dolls to develop social skills. And last one was sustainability. Now you can see. Because we want to concern parents and children to have a better world. So this was with a clear target to inspire girls to be anything. But here in Spain, with Marco, we focus in a 360 strategy, focusing in 2 of them. First one, empowerment with Dream Gap project. And second one, diversity with We Are Barbie. Do you want to know a bit more about Dream Gap project? Let's play the video. Which one is?
Here.
Let's talk about the dream gap. What's that? It's the gap that comes between girls and their full potential. You see, starting at age 5, girls stop believing they can be presidents, scientists, astronauts, big thinkers, engineers, CEOs, and the list goes on. Why? Because what else are we going to believe? When we are 3 times less likely to be given a science-related toy. That's sad. And when our parents are twice as likely to Google, is my son gifted? Then is my daughter gifted? That's not cool. We need to see brilliant women being brilliant and see how they got to where they are. To imagine ourselves doing what they do. But we can't do it alone. Moms, dads, brothers, and bosses. We need all of you to help. We need to close the dream gap. It's up to all of us.
We are not there yet. That's very important.
You saw at the end of the video the claim of the campaign. But how can we connect this global campaign here in Spain? We did it. We did it with a role model plan, with a local role model plan. And this was some women that has a story behind, connect with the brand, and has been successful in some careers that has been usually linked to men roles. Scientists, sports women, footballers, and also STEM careers. That's very, very important thing. Even we launched a Barbie astronaut. We sent Barbie to the space with Samantha Cristoforetti. I don't know if you all know this wonderful girl. And this was the results in the media. It's not only about the quantity, it's about the quality. As you said, as Diana said before, the previous sentiment in the media was very negative, very bad, and now this is the sentiment. Barbie playing a crucial role in our society. And also with the media buzz. We implement some strategies with content creators, with these role models, and this was the result with one of them. Paola Freire, she's a cooker, she's a content creator, she's an entrepreneur, and this was the result with a workshop with children to share ideas with all of them to inspire this girl to be whatever they want to be.
Just a couple of seconds, because I don't think we have a lot of time.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic.
And this was about Dream Gap project, but what about diversity? This is more social media buzz around Dream Gap. What about diversity? Diversity is a crucial topic for us because this is a very sensitive and a very interesting topic here in Spain. But we want to approach the families that have overcome the barriers, that break up the frontiers, that make some steps forward. And we did it with a special collaboration. Before this collaboration, we launched with Barbie the first doll with cochlear implant. The first doll, in this case, came with vitiligo. And this is a milestone for 2023, the first doll with Down syndrome. What about Down syndrome doll? As we said, we launched a campaign with this content creator. This was a very, very special campaign. Mariana Duarte, she's a content creator, she's a speaker, she's a journalist, but she is also the mother of 2 beautiful children with Down syndrome. This was a very special campaign for me, and this was the result.
Ana, ojalá. ¿Qué es? Es una Barbie con síndrome de Down. ¿Como tú? ¿Es como tú? ¿Que sí? ¿Tiene un collar? ¿Lo quieres abrir?
Sí.
¿Cómo es? ¿Es guapa?
¿Y quién es?
¿Cómo es?
Down.
¿Tienes síndrome de Down? Sí. ¿Como tú?
Sí.
¿Y como Mariana? A ver.
So the conversation was all around the media, as you can see, and again with a really, really, really positive sentiment. We did it. Barbie did it. No more stereotypes, no more differences.
So, we only had 15 minutes. We could talk about Barbie and, the great adventure that we've had with them for 8 years. But for us, what we are really proud of, it's to see how, a brand can make it, doing mass marketing to mass mattering. And this is very important. It's a brand that matters. It's a brand that you feel proud of. It's a brand that inspires, and it's a brand, that you're really proud of. And they not only, had a lot of coverage, that we do agree. Coverage doesn't mean nothing. What is important is, what's the message that you're giving? That is the important. Are you connecting? Are you helping? Are you really bringing something to the world? And are you able to tell that story? Are you able to connect? Of course, they did launch many, many different Barbies, but you need to know which one is going to connect with your target. Which one is the real need is going to be the difference. And that is what made it really, really, important. And now the journalists, they call us, and we know which Barbie is their favorite one. We send it to them. So now it's them calling to us like, oh, I love it. And this is not due just to the film. This is, of course, the film. It's the end of a great success story. Yes, they did understand what Barbie's about. This film 8 years ago, impossible. This is, could happen today. So basically, purpose-driven. Totally agreed. We have talked about this today. There needs to be a purpose. And the great thing is that we owned such important conversations. You said it, diversity, inclusivity, and, woman empowerment, and you can be anything, and that it's what, yes, makes that you want to go to work every single day. You're giving something to the world. And, just to end up, I had an anecdote. I went for lunch with a client. This was 1 year ago. It wasn't after the great Barbie effect. And she said to me, you know that I'm, really happy? She didn't talk, of course, about the great coverage. She said, I received a lot of people wanting to work in Mattel. That didn't happen 8 years ago. That didn't happen 5 years ago. It's happening today because it's a brand that people, respect. So yes, to finalize, because there's a lot to say. So we've done 30 seconds video, so you can see snapshots of activations, things that we have done during these years. And thank you very much. But let's see the video. So thank you very much. I don't think we have time for questions.
No.
So just send us an email or find us somewhere around. Thank you very much.
Thanks.